Welcome back to Boston for Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Tip-off moments away as Kevin Garnett with his traditional beginning as he heads to the floor. And let's welcome in our sideline reporter, of course, Michelle Tafoya. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Michael. 2 key injuries to watch tonight. Paul Pierce is fairly confident playing on his sprained right knee. Of course, he sprained that knee in Game 1 during the third quarter, came back to finish off the game, but was quite sore the next day. Tonight, he is wearing a brace to stabilize that knee. But Doc Rivers is more concerned about Kendrick Perkins, who sprained his left ankle shortly after Pierce's injury. Now, Perkins did not practice this morning. He told me he has problems sliding and changing directions. But unlike Pierce, Mike, Perkins did take a cortisone shot before the game. He said it hurt like crazy, but he's feeling significantly better because of it.
And both Michelle in the starting lineup. Our Spanish language version of tonight's game presented by ESPN Deportes. Use the SAP function on your television. As we're set to go for Game 2. The veteran officiating crew led by Danny Crawford, Bob Delaney, and Kenny Maurer. Celtics drew first blood on Thursday night. They had a couple of days to analyze and overanalyze as Gasol and Perkins. Phil Jackson calling Game 1 a tale of 2 halves. He liked the way his team played in the first half, as we have a moving screen set on Perkins. But did not like the way they played in the second, so Perkins quickly picks up his first. Meanwhile, Doc Rivers, the opposite. Felt his team in the second half was excellent defensively. Obviously, he disagrees with the first call of the game, so we're off to a good start.
Well, he's a coach. What do you expect? Just look to your right and my left.
And he was a known flopper, so he knows when a flop happens.
Perkins comes right back, deflects it. As Kobe Bryant has Ray Allen on him to start. Odom. Radmanovich, the high arcing shot won't go. Rebound tipped and taken by Rondo. He's a good, tough little rebounder. Allen, bad pass, get up in the air, stolen by Bryant. Bryant on the pull-up. Gasol the rebound. Bryant pass to Radmanovich. Here's Odom, nice feed inside, and the slam.
Well, one of the things we witnessed in Game 1 was excellent ball movement in the first half by the Lakers, and that time did not disappoint.
You know, Jeff, you always talk about in a playoff series, the team that loses the previous game, they come out with such desperation to start Game 2.
Well, it's just a natural human instinct to feel subconsciously satisfied with winning one game where the other team naturally feels a little bit anxious.
Garnett misses his first shot. Perkins the offensive board. Pierce for 3. That's good. Pierce wearing that brace on the right knee. Had that tremendous third quarter, both before and after the injury, and knocks down his first shot of the game.
That's why it's so crucial not to allow second shot opportunities. The defense breaks down and guys get open look.
Odom shot won't go. Bryant the rebound. Quick putback. He misses.
But that was his second assault of the offensive board. That's where he's trying to get going, is on the offensive glass.
And Radmanovich called for a foul as Pierce went to the line. He'll take it out of bounds.
Yeah, here's what we're talking about. You allow an offensive rebound. The defense is in recovery mode. Good job of getting rid of it immediately. Radmanovich has to close out to the shooter, doesn't, and pays the price.
Mike, I want to go back to Bryant on the offensive board. First game, didn't really go for very many offensive boards. On both shot attempts that have missed, he's really gotten a full head of steam up to get to the board.
Everyone affiliated with the Lakers as Radmanovich picks up his second. Everyone affiliated with the Lakers talked about have to do a better job on the boards. They felt, Phil Jackson included, that Celtics were much more physical and out-hustled them. As Trevor Ariza making his first appearance. Ariza had a broken foot, missed the last 3 months of the regular season. In the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, has played just a couple of minutes so far in the postseason, but he did a nice job before the injury earlier in the season. Pierce jumper. And Bryant another rebound.
But you talk about Ariza, and the reason why Phil Jackson goes to him, he's an outstanding defender. He's going to make Pierce work.
And Kobe Bryant knocks that one in.
But I think it really helps Boston on the defensive end. They can give help off Ariza because he's a below-average perimeter shooter.
And already the Celtics with 3 turnovers as Gasol deflects that pass. Fisher, who's been aggressive. And just like that, the Lakers up by 3.
I think even if you look at Ariza being a below-average shooter, he understands his role. He's a big-time slasher and finisher off of the triangle out.
Ariza guarding Pierce. Got quickness and good size. Perkins spinning. Tough shot. Knocks it down. Perkins didn't have a field goal in game 1. Only played 23 minutes because of that ankle injury. Odom. All the Lakers aggressive early, misses a shot. Lakers just 3 of 8 to start. Pierce to the basket. Inside, layup, bank shot, won't go. And Odom the rebound. Everybody talks so much about the importance of game 1. We always see the stats, whoever wins game 1 of a series. But Phil Jackson, in 3 of his 9 titles that he's won, he's lost game 1. Gasol blocked for the goaltend as Garnett is called for the goaltend. He lost game 1 of the finals back in 91 with the Bulls, 98 with the Bulls, and then 2001 with the Lakers when they wound up winning 4 straight against Philadelphia after that game 1 loss.
I like that last possession. Pau Gasol, instead of looking for Kobe Bryant coming to the rim, shakes him off, says no, isolation, and then gets the back.
Pierce, count it, and a foul. Pierce, so strong going to the basket, and the Celtics back within 1.
Well, Pierce has already gotten to the basket 3 times here. A little bit of a miscommunication on rotation. Odom late to help. Strong drive and a good finish. Pierce missed a couple right at the basket. On that one, he finished strong.
Now, Paul Pierce's injury has been a hot topic both here in Boston, where they found it inspirational. In L.A., there was some doubt and skepticism, including from Phil Jackson, wondering about, hey, wait a minute, he was only back in the locker room for about a minute. Now he comes back out, knocks down some threes, so the posturing was in full form between games 1 and 2.
And that's what it was, posturing. They probably in L.A. think that Willis Reed was still faking it. No question about it. You got to say, hey, Pierce made a heck of a comeback and sparked his club, which was a big-time effort.
Gasol with the soft touch.
Great left-hand jump hook off a little Hakeem Olajuwon type dream shake to get a little separation.
Pierce to Garnett. Ray Allen fires away. Quick release. And Gasol the rebound. Allen had a good solid game in game 1. 19 points. You can see, though, the Lakers obviously more aggressive here to start. Although, again, they played well in the first half on Thursday night. Pass deflected off of Gasol, who's telling Kobe Bryant, give me a bounce pass.
And I've been there before. You tell the big guy, give me a catch. Forget about where I put it. I made the play. It's your responsibility to catch and finish.
I think the look by Kobe Bryant said exactly what you were thinking. Perkins to Rondo. Allen back out. Rondo had a good solid game 1. Bryant nearly bumps him. Shot clock down to 7. Garnett shot. Won't go. And Ariza the rebound. Gasol calling for it. Nice quick spin move. Pau Gasol. And the finish right at Garnett.
Big time finish, big time move. Position gives Bryant a target and then over Kevin Garnett.
And I think Paul Pierce got to be more active to give help in the post when he's guarding Ariza.
Gasol 3 for 3 from the field. And an offensive foul gets Doc Rivers up. They call Kevin Garnett for throwing the shoulder. You see Rivers arguing with Bob Delaney. And that's 4 turnovers already for the Celtics.
Well, good entry pass. Gasol's strong post up and a catch. Good spin baseline. And then a finish right up over the top of Garnett.
And then a technical foul call on Kevin Garnett after the personal foul. Doc Rivers, hey Bob, he's saying to Delaney, the veteran official. Well,
there's no aspect of the game that is called differently game to game than screening. And to me, that's a difficult call to make because I can't see it clearly. But screening and illegal screens differs widely, game to game, officiating crew to officiating crew.
Fisher sets it up. 5-point lead for the Lakers, who again shooting the ball well early. Ariza. Shot won't go. Odom takes it in over Garnett. And 7 straight points by the Lakers. They've got a 7-point lead.
You can just see the body language of Odom and Gasol. They come ready to play and having an impact early.
Pierce back to Garnett. Garnett knocks down the shot. Garnett struggled shooting the ball in the second half. Was a big force rebounding. In his first finals game, threw up 24 points, 13 rebounds. As they're past the midway point of the first quarter. Looking to get Gasol involved early. Bryant, nice fake, falling away. And Garnett the rebound. Kobe Bryant, 1 for 4 to start. Allen, drive to the basket, and lays it in.
Well, that's good on both ends. Good contest, helped by Garnett and Perkins on the shot attempt by Bryant. Then on the other end, Ray Allen aggressive.
And just watching Perkins and Pierce, they don't seem to be laboring with their respective injuries, at least early. Phil Jackson will call a timeout with 5:07 remaining in the first.
And if Phil Jackson, you like the way this ball game is starting. Kobe Bryant aggressive, pushing the ball in transition, knocking it in, and then a grown man move from Pau Gasol over the big ticket. Get in my poster.
Initially, I just thought, my knee just gave out and I probably tore something because I never felt that type of pain in my knee.
Celtic fans holding their breaths here in Boston.
Right when I saw that and I thought that, I went right back to the bench because my thinking is now I got to get the team ready.
This is what we're talking about, adversity. You overcome it. We're the better team. We overcome it, all right? Nothing stops us. That's why we play 12 guys.
Once I saw I could bear my weight on my leg, I was like, well, let me just try to get back out there.
And hear the ovation as he comes hopping out of the tunnel. Rondo back to Pierce, another three, puts it in, back-to-back three-pointers from Paul Pierce. And here in Boston, they viewed it as inspirational. Doc Rivers said that it was the defining moment of the game when he left. He felt his team's sense of urgency change, realizing they were out their captain and #1 offensive force.
So we talked about that, how many teams lose their focus and thinking about their star player leaving, and then all of a sudden you're out of the ball game. Give the Celtics credit. They held the fort until Pierce got back in.
And Doc Rivers is a better man than me. I would have been part of those guys carrying him off, going back into the back with Pierce.
24-second violation, excellent defense. Doc Rivers said he feared the worst. Everybody in the place thought it was over. You know there were a lot of people saying, oh no, the series is done, because it looked like such a serious injury. And then just a short time later, he looked pretty good.
Well, if it had been a serious injury, the series would have been done.
I just can't believe people question. I don't think Paul Pierce or any athlete is that smart as Garnett finishes in the paint to say, hey, I'm going to go out, be carried off, be carted off, and then I'm coming back to a great ovation.
And Pierce has never been one of those guys that stays down long. He's been a durable player his entire career with the exception of last season. Meanwhile, the Celtics back within 1. Just under 4.5 remaining in the first. Luke Walton inside and lays it in. Because of Pierce's knee, whoever he's guarding, do you go at him?
No. But if Pierce is going to continue to play defense like he did on the last possession, he's going to gift you enough points.
Pierce, double team, and a foul on the pass. Derek Fisher picks up his first, and for the Lakers, it's their 14th foul.
You see Garnett offensively, Pau Gasol going at him. Well, good spin move, avoids the double team from Fisher, and then uses the rim as a shield, putting it in.
Derek Fisher is much more active giving help off Rondo in the first quarter of this game.
Allen hits a three. Ray Allen from downtown. He has found his stroke again after those struggles, especially in the second round of the playoffs.
But this is a mistake by Kobe Bryant. He loses separation, tries to shoot the gap. That's too much space for Ray Allen. You've got to stay attached to his body.
Meanwhile, a foul on Allen down the other end of the floor. Started getting back his stroke in the conference finals against the Pistons, where the Celtics eliminated them in 6 games. Walt getting a little fancy. Gasol calling for it. Shot clock at 5. Now Gasol is fouled on his way to the basket. Perkins will pick up number 2, and that'll be the second team foul.
No sense being upset about it. That's the correct call, but it's because of the aggressiveness of Pau Gasol on the block. Very patient, and then he's in the attack mode. This makes the Lakers a dangerous basketball team, and Gasol makes his mind up that he is going to be aggressive and not just a role player on the floor. Puts the pressure on Perkins, gets the contact, and now Perkins has to lead the ball.
And I really think that's a mistake by Perkins. When he has Gasol that far out on the floor, give him more cushion and make him shoot the 17-foot face-up jump shot.
B.J. Brown checks in. He played 21 minutes in Game 1. Big minutes in the fourth quarter. Fisher hits the jumper. And Lakers back up by 2.
And one of the things you're seeing from Los Angeles, Mike, is Kobe Bryant in the low post more than he was in Game 1. And a lot more. On every possession, he's finding his way into the low post.
And Kobe Bryant talking to Danny Crawford after being called for his first foul. And the Lakers in the penalty, something Phil Jackson told them they needed to avoid. And putting Boston on the free throw line.
And he's trying to make up for the mistake made before, not keeping a body on Ray Allen. A good job by Ray Allen. Forcing contact, what we witnessed in the last series with Rip Hamilton against Ray Allen. Ray Allen gives Kobe Bryant a little bit of his own medicine and gets to the line.
So Allen, this is the free throw. Remind you to log on to NBAstore.com now for Lakers and Celtics finals gear and 50% off other shipping. NBAstore.com, one store, every team. Perkins resting with the 2 fouls. Allen played 44 minutes in Game 1. Had 8 rebounds, 5 assists, went to the line 8 times. Good solid game for Ray Allen.
You can play your key guy big minutes. He's talking about 2-3 days in between. They have plenty of time to rest.
Only be a day in between games 2 and 3, and a travel day as well. Fisher shot short on rebound, comes out, and Pierce, the rebounding numbers early, 7-6 in favor of the Lakers after getting beaten badly on the boards in Game 1. Pierce. Walt. Fisher again, not hesitant, and Garnett the rebound. Both teams at 50% or more here in the early going. Garnett pass deflected by Fisher, stolen. Good defense from the veteran.
Watching Phil Jackson, as soon as he gets the call from the Celtics, immediately tells Lamar to double team Kevin Garnett on the block, forcing that turnover.
And an offensive foul call. So Kobe Bryant has 2. He just walks away from Bob Delaney. Got aggressive trying to create some space with Ray Allen. Let's take a look. Not a lot of contact. He obviously threw a bit of an elbow, but it's been a pretty physical start. That's a tough call, don't you think?
I don't like that call at all. This is the NBA Finals, and the players need to be on the floor that have gotten them there unless they're blatant fouls. That's nothing.
Amen.
A double amen. Under the 2-minute mark, first quarter of Game 1. And the Celtics down by 1. Kobe Bryant, though, on the bench with 2 fouls. Here are the fouls.
And you take a look at the fouls defensively against Ray Allen, trying to defend the motion. Gets a pin down. You keep a body on him after being beat the last play. Gets called for the grab. That's the first foul. Second foul offensively, being defended. Little airspace. My problem with these fouls are if you're going to call this, then be consistent all game long. These are 2 fouls that can be called every trip down the floor, both ways.
He wanted to show his defense today. When we interviewed him the other day after game 1, he came in. The first thing he did is he looked at you, Jeff, and said, I can't wait till you're a head coach again because you had said you didn't think you deserved all-NBA first-team defense.
And I don't, but that's why I love him, too, is because he is an absolute warrior on the court. He doesn't want anyone taking any shots at him that can be documented. Now, I don't think he deserves first-team all-defense because of how much energy he has to expend offensively. But that guy, when he locks in, he's as good a defender as anybody in the NBA.
He said it with a smile, but he meant it.
So here's what I love about it. That's an edge. How many guys would say, hey, I'm not going in there and being interviewed by Jeff Van Gundy. Forget him. He killed me on the air. Here's a guy that says, forget it. I'm going to make you pay the price when your team has to face me. Now, next question.
Garnett kicks it out. Rondo, shot clock at 4. Rondo inside Garnett. Gets it off in time and knocks it down. Good ball movement by the Celtics. By the way, Bryant, after game 1, he watched the entire game that night. He said he didn't go to sleep till about 5 o'clock, and obviously he watched it with the sound up.
Yeah, and I said to him, I think I'm going to come back when you're about 36, when you don't want to guard anymore.
And Rondo calls for foul. Celtics not in the penalty yet. Rondo's first.
Mike, and I know this would be an incredible adjustment to the rule, but to me, this is why we should add another foul to the personal foul limit, make it 7, or just eliminate fouling out at all. Why should 2 highly questionable calls change the entire course of the game? It doesn't do it in any other sport.
Oh, you know me. I agree with some of the things every once in a while this guy says. Offensive foul them all, but I don't agree with that. You got 2 fouls, either allow them to play because you get 6 and live with it. I don't think that makes any sense at all, sir.
See, you should be progressive. They didn't used to have the 3-point line. Now they have it. Now you're a fan of it. Just let my rule come in. You'll grow to love it.
No, what your rule does, it makes coaching easier. Gives the coaches a bailout excuse to allow the star player to play.
Why should coaching be harder? They want to fire every guy for every reason.
Final half minute here in the first. Celtics back up by 1. Leon Poe is checked in for Boston. Rondo looking. Farmar's in for L.A. Down to Poe. Poe draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. So again, the Lakers in the penalty. And that's the second foul on Ono. And there's Leon Poe. Nice bench player. As you see, born in Oakland, it's his 2nd year out of Cal. We've told this story during the course of the year. It's an unbelievable story that you're going to hear in depth coming up in our halftime. But he was a young man with 6 brothers and sisters. His father left at the age of 2. A very difficult childhood where he and his brothers and sisters were homeless shelters, lived in homeless shelters, sometimes spent nights in cars, and then wound up in foster care. He was the older one in terms of making sure everybody stayed together. His mother, who tried to raise all, had some difficulties and was arrested, and they took the kids away. The state took them, but Leon Poe kept them all together, stuck with his grades, stuck with his basketball, and now he's turned his family and his life around. It's a fascinating story, and again, it's coming up at halftime that you'll see in depth as Farmar knocks down a 3. Poe, meanwhile, has become a valuable player. Allen, at the buzzer. Ray Allen misfires. There's Kobe Bryant and the Lakers, after leading by 7, lost it momentarily, now up 2. Key number for Bryant, 2 fouls. As Ray Allen and the Celtics shoot 50% from the field here in the first quarter. Paul Pierce looking pretty healthy despite the sprained knee. Pierce with 6 points in the opening period. So first quarter complete here in game 2. Lakers 22, Celtics 20.
Back in Boston, Lakers up by 2. Kobe Bryant with 2 fouls. How does he play in foul trouble, Phil? Are you going to have to watch him carefully?
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's an aggressive player, so, but we'll be having back in there at the 8:59 timeout if we go all right here.
After game one, you talked about the importance of rebounding. How do you like the way your team has reacted?
The very first play, the Celtics got an offensive rebound, a three-point play. But after that, we were okay. We did all right after that first play.
Phil, thanks. Mike?
All right, Michelle. They did out-rebound them in that first quarter, 10-8, including 3-1 on the offensive glass. So Bryant will come in. He only fouled out of one game all season, none in the playoffs. Posey breaks up that play. Celtics thought that should have been a goaltend ball above the cylinder, but it was on a pass attempt. Sam Cassell getting his first minutes. Cassell, Posey, Poe, P.J. Brown, 4 reserves. Cassell right away shoots and blocked by Farmar. Cassell knocks it away from Ariza, and then a foul on Ariza. So Cassell takes an ill-advised shot, but comes back and makes a nice defensive play.
Well, the thing with that shot by Cassell, that's how he punished Jordan Farmar in game one. Good job by Farmar, though, realizing, hey, he cost me minutes in game one. I'm going to battle. Comes up with the shot, with the blocked shot, and then the hustle by Posey and Ariza gives the Celtics the ball back. And you see what they're doing now. Phil Jackson has Ariza defending Sam Cassell instead of Farmar, taking him out of the post.
Cassell, 9 shots in just 13 minutes. He didn't waste any time in game one.
Mike,
in game two.
Mike, he only shoots when he's got the ball.
Poe inside, draws the foul. And he'll go to the line as Vujicic picks up his first. Right now, the Lakers with 5 bench players on the floor. The Celtics with 4. Lakers have Roni Turiaf, Luke Walton, Vujicic, Jordan Farmar, and Trevor Ariza.
And I think Farmar should be guarding Cassell or Posey, not Ray Allen. He's not used to chasing people off screens.
Reminder, game 3. And it's Tuesday night at the Staples Center. Lakers and the Celtics. Coverage begins at 8:30 with GMC NBA Countdown. Tip off shortly after 9. Again, a 2-3-2 format with games 3, 4, and 5 in Los Angeles.
And I totally agree. You don't want to overreact as a coach. Farmar did a good job of staying in front of Sam Cassell on the first possession. No reason to think that he can't guard.
Vujicic, quick release. Rebound, Ariza nearly had it. The Celtics bench played very effectively in game 1. All 4 of the guys that are out there contributed in some way or another to the victory. Allen, the lone starter, with him now. P.J. Brown backs it in. He just continues to play so well in his limited minutes.
There's a reason why so many teams were trying to get this guy to come back and play for him. Certainly not disappointing here in Boston.
Call for a foul there.
There's a guy that understands what his job is. Be ready to battle, contest shots on the defensive end, and when you catch it and you're open, shoot the ball.
Brown at 38 years old. He's kind of in semi-retirement before the Celtics called. A couple of the guys, including Garnett, recruiting him during All-Star Weekend. Posey with the deflection and the steal. 3-on-2 for the Celtics. Posey to Poe. Poe inside, blocked by Turiaf. And then a whistle. And they call a foul on Turiaf as he crashed in after making the block shot. Phil Jackson trying to figure out the call, or at least perhaps disagreeing with it.
Well, good offense on the break. Good decision by Posey, and a good dish to Leon Poe.
Made the clean block up top, but it was momentum carrying into Poe after making the rejection.
But Mike, when I came into the NBA, after the shot was blocked, then all bets were off. It's changed here in this postseason where you're seeing the contact way after the shot block being called a foul.
But the definition in the book is the field goal attempt doesn't end until the player returns to what they call normal floor position.
What are you talking about?
That's by the rule.
Oh, man.
And that's a foul. If his momentum carries him into him, then it's not a good block.
So they were ignoring the book all these years?
Yes, they did a terrible job. A travel call on Vujicic. 8 turnovers for the Lakers. That's how many they had the entire game one.
I'll tell you a way to ruin the NBA is call it straight by the book. You would call traveling on every single possession. So if you want to ruin NBA basketball, call it straight by the book.
Players will adjust. They always do.
I'm just awfully impressed that this guy didn't need a dictionary to explain the rule word for word.
Poe spinning inside layup. Won't go. And a foul. How about Poe? This will be his 7th and 8th free throw attempt, and he's only played 3 minutes.
Well, one thing Doc Rivers said before the series started, he thought his bench was going to play a big-time role against the Lakers, and they have not disappointed. You talk about Poe coming into the ball game, aggressive on the boards, and then they put him in a position where he catches it on the block, keeps his foot on the pedal, and goes to the line again.
Poe, as we mentioned, played his college ball at Cal, but he missed an entire year because he had a pair, not just one, both surgeries. Both knees had surgeries, so that's why he wasn't a high draft pick. He was picked in the 2nd round back in 2006 by Denver, then traded to Boston for another 2nd rounder. But when he was healthy in college, he was very good. He led the Pac-10 in scoring and rebounding. And knocks that one down. They list him as 6'8", so maybe a little undersized at a power forward, but he makes up for it with passion. Farmar. Wild shot, trying to draw a foul. Looks at the ref instead of getting back on defense. Cassell, Pierce, an open 3. Bang! 10 straight points to start the 2nd period. And the Lakers need a timeout. Here comes the roar in Boston. Paul Pierce with the strained knee doesn't seem to be a factor whatsoever. He wants the ball. Pierce already here in the first half, 9 points. Celtics shooting 53% from the field. They've hit 3 threes. And what a start to the 2nd quarter.
Get here, you learn about the history of the great players. You read all the articles and you see the retired numbers and see the pictures of the champions, and you say to yourself, how can you be a part of this? And the only way is to win a championship.
Paul Pierce with some big plays here in the first half as the Celtics have scored the first 10 of the 2nd quarter. Longtime Boston Globe columnist and Hall of Fame writer Bob Ryan, he wrote it again today that he feels Paul Pierce, and he's seen more Celtic games perhaps than anybody else, is the most explosive offensive force ever to put on a Celtic uniform. That's an unbelievable statement. What do you guys think?
Well, Coach and I, obviously, to no surprise of the viewers or listeners, disagree. I agree with Bob Ryan. There's only one guy you can put in the conversation, and that's Larry Bird, because of what he's able to do on the offensive end. But Paul Pierce is as good offensively as Bird.
You can also put in Kevin McHale into that discussion.
You cannot. It's Bird and Pierce.
Bryant knocks it down.
The ability to get their own shot, isolated, double team on the block, catching it up top. That's a rare talent.
And Kevin McHale had that talent.
And a foul, offensive foul call against Pierce down the other end. So that will be Pierce's first. Kobe Bryant, as Phil Jackson told Michelle Tafoya, has returned to the game.
And we watched in the first quarter, Kobe Bryant very aggressive on the post, wanting the basketball. This time against a big opposing, catches it, eliminates the opportunity to turn the basketball over, and stops the bleeding for his team.
Posey, an excellent defender, one of the reasons signed as a free agent by Danny Ainge, but he's got his hands full. Radmanovic to Turiaf. Bryant, nice fake. Lost it out of bounds. Was it last touch? Kenny Maurer looking for help. And Maurer says he didn't see it. Crawford says it's Laker ball. Celtic ball. 9 turnovers for LA, already more than the entire game one.
And Phil Jackson well aware of the fact you want to win a game on the road. Turning the basketball over is a recipe for disaster. Certainly nobody touched it. Kobe Bryant slips out of his hands. Correct call, Celtics basketball. But the Lakers have to find a way to take care of the basketball.
Just over 3 minutes gone by here in the second. Again, the reserves out there for the Lakers with the exception of Odom and Bryant. Garnett's going to check back in. Doc Rivers having a light moment.
Because Garnett wasn't allowed in. They said he wasn't in the box, so he couldn't get in on the dead ball in the backcourt.
Posey, open three. That's good. Fourth three-pointer of the game for the Boston Celtics. And their lead is 9, largest of the first half.
That's just good executing by Paul Pierce. Recognize the double team. Don't try to do too much. Get rid of the basketball and trust your teammates.
Odom, not a good shot. Radmanovich, the offensive board. Pass deflected, picked up by Odom, and he knocks it down. Odom yelling at somebody. I don't know if it was Poe or the official as he trots back. Good pressure from Farmar. Pierce to Poe. Another pass by Cassell. Wow.
It's been 2 already.
Radmanovich tips it right to Poe, and he puts it in. Leon Poe does it again. And fouled as well, a chance for a three-point play.
Well, sometimes you need offense by accident. There, the pass was deflected. Poe in the right spot at the right time, and then finished as Lamar Odom raked him across the arm. And Kevin Garnett, the biggest cheerleader on the sideline for the Celtics.
Poe during the regular season averaging just 8 points a game. During the playoffs, averaging just under 5 points a game. And here he has 7 points in 5 minutes. And that's his 9th free throw attempt. He has 9. The Lakers as a team have 1. A double-figure lead. Bryant, quick turnaround, and gets the roll. He said after game 1, he's foaming at the mouth. He wants the same looks. He said he missed a lot of bunnies. When did it go from chippies to bunnies?
Why didn't you ask him that? I don't have the answer.
Well, you played, didn't you?
It never was bunny for me.
36-28. Celtics with an 8-point advantage. Nearly 5 minutes gone by here in the second. Bryant again, hand in his face, and nails it. Well, Kobe Bryant, back-to-back jumpers. He now has 9.
And I know that's what he's talking about by bunnies. That's good defense by Poe. The same defense in game 1. The difference is Bryant knocks down the shot.
They're double-teaming Garnett. Odom really playing off Poe. One of the reasons perhaps he's getting all the opportunities. Shot clock at 5. Garnett, hop step, stripped by Fisher, but a reach-in foul. And Derek Fisher will pick up his second.
If you're Poe, your responsibility is do not allow Kobe Bryant to get to the paint. If you're Kobe Bryant, you want airspace. Gets it, good contest. Doesn't make a difference to the best player on the planet. Knocks down the J.
Garnett with his first free throws of the game. And Bryant heating up a little bit. He has 2 fouls. Talk with Bob Delaney. Monday on ABC, the biggest high-stakes adventure of the summer continues. Daredevil stunts, breathtaking challenges, and a thrill-seeking mystery that will keep you guessing. Who is the mole? Monday at 10, 9 Central on ABC.
I think if we were on that show, I'd have a good guess who it would be.
You're not saying
Who are you talking?
Alley-oop to Gasol. Gasol, oh, nice handle, and able to put it in as he gets balls to the floor.
But according to your theory, he didn't just fall to the floor. Was that contact on the contest? That's a big-time finish by Gasol.
Excellent hands for the big man.
He's got great hands.
Cassell launches a three. And Odom the rebound. Now we have a foul call. Going to go against Poe. Only the second team foul against the Celtics.
Well, he finished the lob in game one with one hand. Here, going to the rim, catches it, and finishes it with his left hand. Oh, I love that Ultra Mo. And that's a three-point play opportunity. He got hit across the arm.
He did. Meanwhile, Poe getting a standing ovation as he goes to the Celtic bench. Terrific performance. 8 points in 7 minutes.
I like the fact that Doc Rivers stayed with him. He deserved more minutes, and he gave it to his young forward.
Kobe Bryant. This off the rim. Those were the kind of shots he missed. He had a number of shots in game one that were in and out like that. Pierce, nice bounce pass. Perkins is fouled. Count it. And one. As Gasol goes down hard. Pretty feed from Pierce to Perkins.
We're watching so many guys make plays scoring, but Paul Pierce is the guy initiating the offense for the Celtics. Outstanding, unselfish play by Pierce. You need to get it going, get it into the hands of the truth. Dribble penetration, breaks down the defense, and then a willing passer. Puts Perkins in position to put Gasol on his back. Finishes Celtics 12 of 6, 12 assists on 13 field goals, and it starts with Paul Pierce.
Pierce with 5 of those assists. Boston 54% from the field. Back in Boston, game 2 of the NBA Finals, and the Celtics, after trailing earlier, now up by 8. It's been a tough ticket. A lot of celebs on hand. Nice watch, Antoine Walker. Wow, nice ring. Kurt Schilling showing his Celtic colors. Of course, Magic Johnson once again in attendance, the great Magic Johnson. NBA Commissioner David Stern on hand. And they just honored in a little ceremony during the timeout Red Sox pitcher John Lester, of course, overcoming his bout with cancer. Recently threw that no-hitter at Fenway Park. Nice moment here in Boston. They do that every single game. Mostly it's about someone in the community who does something extraordinary. It's called their hero segment. It's a wonderful moment. Every single game they do it to honor somebody who's done something special.
And when you talk about John Lester in particular, I like the fact that he threw the no-hitter. 3 young fellas had an opportunity to witness it in person.
Bryant ball nearly tipped in Odom on the second. But then you consider it young. That was a neat moment. And now, again, a lot of the Red Sox and Patriots have been supporting the Celtics, coming to many of the games. See that throughout the league. Garnett. Alley-oop try. Perkins not expecting it as we send it over to Michelle.
Hey, guys, during that last timeout, Phil Jackson was pretty tough on his guys. He said, if you could play any worse, then he changed his mind and said, actually, I've seen you play worse. But collectively, we've got to settle in. We have to stay out, keep them off the foul line, stay down, and you have to get into the game by relaxing, guys.
They're keeping them off the foul line. They've not been able to do it, Michelle. Garnett, the rebound. 15-1 is the free throws right now in favor of the Celtics. Pierce fakes a 3. Back out to Garnett. Garnett's jump shot. Perkins. And he's going to be called for a push. That's going to be 3 on Perkins. You know, when you look at it, and if you weren't watching the scoreboard with the momentum and some of the threes, you'd think the Celtics are up big. It's only a 7-point lead.
I think that has to be a concern. Even though, Doctor, you're happy with the lead, but at the same time, you're playing against a team that's struggling offensively, that's turned the basketball over. You have to find a way to get a cushion, get some airspace, some breathing room if you're the Celtics.
Well, both teams are shooting well. The Lakers are doing an outstanding job tonight in pounding the board. They're much more aggressive than the Celtics on the backboard.
They're +4 in rebounds. The free throw disparity right now is the biggest number in favor of Boston. Gasol, foul by Pierce. They're going to count it. Yes, and 1. Nice move from Gasol. And he's got 10 points on 5 for 5 from the field.
And again, the Celtics inexplicably are switching where they shouldn't be. Here, Pierce ends up on Gasol. Good spin baseline. and a good three-point play. But this has been a number of times where the Celtics have randomly switched, and it's led to baskets.
Well, not only do you switch, but no one even is in position to help. Help doesn't come, and Gasol able to overpower Pierce.
So a 10-point lead cut to 4 with just over 4 to play here in the second. Rondo back in. Pierce has Radmanovic on him. Dangerous pass, nearly stolen, and still Celtic ball with 7 on the shot clock. In the first half of game 1, the Lakers played well, but the Celtics were close. Here the first half, Celtics playing well, but the Lakers simply close. Garnett, tough contested shot, and a rebound. Garnett beats Gasol to the rebound. And a timeout call by Doc Rivers. Gasol upset with himself, not able to secure that defensive board. Just under 4 to play here in the second. Boston still with a slim lead. .356 remaining, second quarter of game 2 of the NBA Finals. Celtics leading the Lakers 41-37. LA had a 7-point lead early. Boston stormed back. They scored the first 10 points of the second period, went up by as many as 10. And now it's 4. Kobe Bryant playing with 2 fouls. Garnett inside, nice adjustment, can't get it to fall, and Radmanovic the rebound. Good defense from Allen. Bryant, they've kept them out of the paint. That has been the key so far for the Boston defense against Bryant. Odom's shot won't go. Rondo, a rebound.
That's a terrific defensive sequence by the Celtics.
Pierce, a long 3. Knocks it down. Paul Pierce again. He's got 12. And the Celtics back up by 7.
Excellent patience by Rondo. Offensively turning down the shot. Bad defense by Radmanovic. That's not your help on Pierce.
Boy, Rondo just crashed into Gasol. It looked like a foul there. Instead, it's a turnover. Rondo kicks it back out. Allen for 3. That's good. Back-to-back threes. The Celtics up by 10 again. And the crowd has come alive. Phil Jackson, he wanted a foul. And he's got a case. It looked like Rondo may have fouled Gasol. No call was made. The Celtics took advantage.
Offensively, Paul Pierce calling for the basketball. Radmanovic late pays the price. And then Ray Allen, one of the best to ever do it. Knocking it down. Celtics 6 for 9 from three-point range and rolling.
15-2. Free throw attempts in favor of the Boston Celtics. Leon Cole, of all people, with 9 of those 15 free throw attempts. Bryant to Gasol. Fisher hesitated, now the 3. And over the backboard, the Celtics playing that swarming defense again.
But Paul Pierce had an amazing possession. He sank down to the baseline when Gasol caught it to protect the layup, and then had a tremendous closeout to the three-point line against Fisher.
That's good recognition when he realizes that Rondo fell in the paint. He had to get Rondo's man contested the jump.
And his knee looks like there's absolutely nothing bothering him out there. Pierce tried to jam it in there, and instead it was kicked. So the shot clock at 14, and just under 2.5 to play in the second.
Run both teams right now offensively. I want to be aggressive to close out this half, realizing I'm in the bonus. I can get to the foul.
Pierce to Garnett. Garnett, good open look. And Radmanovic, his 6th rebound. Kobe Bryant gets in the paint. There's the double team again. Radmanovic, that's a 3. Rattles that one in. You can just see that Celtic defense winning and swarming to Kobe Bryant. Now let's see the foul call. It's going to go against Bryant. That's his 3rd. And that's It looked like, the way Bryant not saying anything. Let's take a peek. Pushing Pierce out of the way. So 3 fouls on Kobe Bryant. You know, we talked about regular season really doesn't mean anything. Celtics won both games, but Bryant struggled in both games against the Celtics during the regular season. Obviously didn't shoot well in game 1. He's 4 for 10 here in game 2. But Jeff, do you notice anything? Are the Celtics doing anything different in terms of how they defend him?
No, they're the best defense in the league. So by that, they're a great help defense, and they know who they have to concentrate on. They've got Bryant shooting perimeter jump shots. He's going to make some. He's going to miss some. What they need to do, keep him off the free throw line. The only free throw he's attempted, a technical free throw.
And again, it's all about team defense with Boston. They've got some nice individual talented defenders, but not one guy can stop them. It's their team defense that's done the job.
And that's crucial. I think if you're Doc Rivers or the Celtics staff, you have to sell to the team. We're not going to stop them one-on-one. It has to be a team commitment, and they are finding a way to get it done.
Under 2 to play first half. Gasol against P.J. Brown. Backs in nicely using that left hand. Gasol 6 for 6 from the field.
And that move is very difficult to stop. He starts middle to his right, spins back to his left, got great length and can use both hands.
Pierce with the 6'10" Radmanovich on him. Shoots over him and knocks it down. 16 for Pierce in the first half.
And it's really not just the scoring, but he's been the best player on the floor this first half. He is making plays for himself and others.
Rondo with the block. Garnett the release. Touchdown Celtics. Beautiful pass from Garnett. And this is the largest lead of the first half. Gasol misses. Pierce the rebound. And the crowd roars again. Pierce spinning. Flips it up. Rondo another rebound. And back out to Garnett. The littlest guy on the floor.
They're playing with the biggest hawk. You're talking about defensively blocking shots, every rebound, and chasing down every loose ball.
Rondo on the drive, stripped and fouled by Fisher. 3 fouls on Fisher, 3 fouls on Kobe Bryant.
Talking about just outright hustle by Rondo. That's a 6'10" power forward shooting a jumper, blocks the shot, and then on the other end catches it and finishes at the rim. And you talk about stars, acknowledge what the young fella is doing. Paul Pierce says, that's what I'm talking about, Rondo.
Rondo only 1 field goal, but he has 6 assists, 3 rebounds, and a bad free throw attempt. Coming up at halftime, Stuart Scott, John Barry, and Michael Wilbon. They're up there getting ready for the T-Mobile halftime report. And notice they're not talking to each other. Have some first half analysis, and then Leon Poe and that unbelievable story on his path to the NBA.
I sense some dissension amongst our studio crew.
And a lot of space up there.
We're always next to each other and communicating. That's shocking. We're going to have to talk to those guys.
Celtics by a dozen. This should be the final possession of the first half as the shot clock is turned off. Boston does not have a foul to give. Garnett calling out to Rondo, letting him know there's help. Fisher looking. Fisher on the drive, tries to get it to Gasol. He does. Gasol, banker won't go. Gets it back. Won't count. Gasol thought he got hit. And that will end the first half. Kobe Bryant with 3 fouls, got it going a bit in the second quarter. But the Celtics with a big second period with 34 points up on the board.